Hello everyone, welcome to the channel with today's updates. Why Man United are preying on Mason Greenwood's Marseille downfall. Mason Greenwood may have already burnt his bridges at Marseille after one season in a move that could have significant implications on Manchester United's summer. Greenwood is currently the second highest scorer in League One with 15 goals in 26 games, and he has arguably been the biggest reason why Marseille have still remained in touching distance of leaders Paris Saint-Germain. But the Jamaican international has been relegated to the bench in Marseille's last two games after manager Roberto De Zerbi admitted the forward has not been in the right physical condition to play. Earlier this month, De Zerbi stated he expected more of Greenwood because what he is currently showing is not enough, and reports in France now suggested that Marseille could be running out of patience with their star man. RMC Sport have claimed that Marseille are willing to cut ties with Greenwood this summer if he does not show an improvement in his attitude after the club gambled to sign him last year. However, Greenwood reacted to his manager's criticism by going into Marseille's training during the international break 2 days early in a move that is said to have been appreciated by club officials. Greenwood's pain is Man Utd's joy. Man United will be carefully monitoring the situation at Marseille, knowing that they are entitled to a percentage of any profit made on his €30 million transfer from the club last summer, thought to be around 50%. With Greenwood still delivering on the pitch, there will certainly be sides across Europe willing to take a chance on the youngster, although a lot will depend on his season finishes with Marseille. Due to the player's controversial history, many teams were hesitant to move for Greenwood last summer despite a strong loan spell at Getafe, leading to Marseille signing the player on a seemingly cut-price deal, prompting United's sell-on clause. However, the number of sides that would be willing to take on a problematic player both on and off the pitch while also giving Marseille a profit on Greenwood may be even fewer even with his form. Greenwood's response to De Zerbi's criticism will encourage Marseille that they can still persist with a troubled talent. However, United will perhaps be quietly hoping on their former player's downfall, knowing they stand to benefit financially in such a case. Greenwood's revenge. The hidden plan that makes OM tremble. Until recently, Mason Greenwood, 23 years old, was among the essentials of Roberto De Zerbi. But after half-tone performances, failed entry against Lens, absence of tenure against PSG, the English striker suffered a symbolic sidelining. Relegated to training with young people last week, a sanction that has made teeth cringe, especially since the ex-Manchester United remains the top scorer in OM, 15 goals. The Greenwood surprise, express return to the commandery. While the team took advantage of 4 days of rest after the defeat at the Parc des Princes, 3-1, Greenwood chose to shorten its holidays. As of Wednesday, accompanied by his father, he went to the Robert Louis Dreyfus Training Center to practice solo with a member of the staff. An unprecedented approach, praised publicly by De Zerbi, but which hides a less glorious reality. Its recent performances have disappointed, and the club doubts its involvement. Sanction yesterday, initiative today. The paradox. A week ago, Greenwood suffered the humiliation of training with the hopes. Today, his early return is perceived as an attempt to buy his credibility. But the discomfort persists. Why this sudden zeal? Some see it as an awareness, others a calculation to relaunch his career. The Italian coach, at war to qualify OM in C1, remains shared. His gesture shows that he wants to fight. Do we slip into the entourage of the club? However, doubts about its regularity and its state of mind, not up to expectations, remain. Confidence is not yet restored. OM at the foot of the wall. With 2 defeats in 3 games, OM needs to find its best Greenwood. Her initiative, if she is sincere, could relaunch the machine or dig tensions. In the event of a new disappointment, the club will not hesitate to consider its departure this summer. One thing is certain, in Marseille we have not finished talking about him. Mason Greenwood's future at Marseille in jeopardy amid criticism. Despite stellar scoring, Greenwood faces scrutiny from coach De Zerbi with potential summer exit looming. After a successful yet tumultuous start to his career with Olympique de Marseille, Mason Greenwood finds himself in a precarious position as reports throw uncertainty on his future at the French club. Having joined Marseille in the summer of 2024 from Manchester United for a fee of £26 million, Greenwood's tenure had been characterized both by personal redemption and professional scrutiny. The former Manchester United player turned heads in the League One with an impressive 15 goals, placing him second only to Paris Saint-Germain's Ousmane Dembélé as of March 2025. Overall, his performance boasts 16 goals and 3 assists in 28 appearances across all competitions. These contributions have kept Marseille in the race for Champions League qualification, currently positioning them in second place in the league, though they trail PSG by a staggering 19 points. However, not all is well in the Marseille camp. The relationship between Greenwood and head coach Roberto De Zerbi has experienced significant strain. Reports have emerged detailing De Zerbi's frustration regarding Greenwood's effort and application in training. Following a match against Lens, where Marseille suffered a 1-0 defeat, De Zerbi was quoted expressing disappointment, leaving some players shocked. "I expect more from him," he claimed. "He has to do more because what he is currently showing is not enough. If he wants to achieve his ambition of becoming a champion, he has to be more consistent, sacrifice more, and be more determined." The fallout from this disagreement left Greenwood benched for subsequent matches, a decision that De Zerbi explained was necessitated by physical condition rather than tactics alone. Following the loss to PSG, he remarked, "Mason is a crucial player for us, but he has to be in good physical condition. It's very important at this time of the season." While Greenwood demonstrated potential on the pitch, De Zerbi has explicitly stated he will not tolerate complacency, having previously criticized Greenwood for failing to meet expectations during key games. These tensions have made it clear that Greenwood must adapt quickly or risk losing his spot in the team. RMC Sport posited that if the issues remain unresolved, there's a strong likelihood of him being sold during the summer transfer window. As noted by French journalist Florent Germain, he is a player that can make a big difference, but honestly, if he doesn't react, questions will be asked about a departure for Greenwood this summer. Despite De Zerbi's critique on Greenwood's application overall, the coach had previously emphasized his respect for the forward. "No one can have more respect for him than I do," De Zerbi remarked at the start of March, reiterating that performance is key in his evaluations. This divide has not only Mason Greenwood sends out strong message to Roberto De Zerbi amid recent criticism. What happened? Greenwood has been one of Marseille's most prolific goal scorers this season, netting 15 goals in League One. However, despite his impressive record, he has found himself on the sidelines in recent weeks, with De Zerbi frustrated with the striker's attitude and commitment. The bigger picture. Before Marseille's recent match against Paris Saint-Germain, De Zerbi justified Greenwood's absence by stating that the player was not in the right physical condition to play. In addition to questioning his fitness levels, De Zerbi also suggested that Greenwood was not doing enough to earn his place in the team. Did you know? Rather than accept his recent exclusion, Greenwood has taken matters into his own hands in an effort to show that he is not giving up without a fight. During the international break, Marseille granted a 4-day rest period to players not involved in international duty, allowing them time to recharge before the season's final stretch. However, Greenwood returned to training 2 days earlier than scheduled on Wednesday at the Commandery Training Center, eager to put in extra work ahead of his teammates' return on Friday. His decision to resume training ahead of schedule has not gone unnoticed within the club. According to reports from RMC Sport, his commitment has been highly appreciated by Marseille's coaching staff and management. While De Zerbi had previously questioned Greenwood's physical condition and level of involvement, the striker's latest actions suggest that he is willing to put in the work to address these concerns. What next for Greenwood? Marseille will return to action against Reims on March 29th, and all eyes will be on Greenwood's role in the squad. His recent exclusion from the starting lineup was a clear sign that De Zerbi expects more from him, but his proactive approach in training could help him win back a starting berth. Man United set for £31 million windfall as Greenwood attitude revealed amid De Zerbi's sacrifice jibe. Manchester United could receive a transfer boost this summer as Mason Greenwood's future at Marseille has been cast into doubt. Greenwood was suspended by United following accusations of domestic violence before moving to Getafe on loan for the 2023/2024 campaign, with his form for the La Liga side drawing interest from several top European suitors. Marseille got the deal done for €26 million, and the move has paid off handsomely, with Greenwood managing 16 goals and 3 assists across 28 appearances in all competitions to help Roberto De Zerbi's side to second in League One, 19 points behind runaway leaders Paris Saint-Germain. But De Zerbi's frustrations with the 23-year-old came to light last month as he pinpointed his corner taking as one of the most annoying aspects of Greenwood's game. Greenwood is not a specialist on corners, he said. He could become one, but he is focused on the goal. When he goes to